Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Malcolm. You're on Malcolm Talks. Today I want to ask you a question. Have you ever heard of something called glossophobia? It's basically a fear of public speaking. I want to talk to you guys today about glossophobia because I feel like a lot of people may have this fear and they need help with it. They need support. First of all, I have glossophobia. It's been something that I've been dealing with for the last 35 years. I'm 40. So I've been dealing with glossophobia for a long time. As a child, you can just be yourself. You can be free to do whatever you want, say whatever you want. There's no shyness, no fear of public speaking, But right around 3, 4, 5, that's when I started getting a little nervous about it. And I didn't like doing it. And come to find out, glossophobia was the cause of it. So my whole point in doing this YouTube video right now is just to raise awareness for glossophobia and to help those people out there that may have it to try to cope with it and deal with it and go on and live productive lives. All right. So guys, if you have glossophobia, go ahead and admit it. Don't be afraid. If you have it, you got it. It is what it is. You might be a glossophobic. All right. Glossophobia is something that is really a bad thing for a lot of people. It's been said that I think 75% of people walking around right now have some form of speech anxiety. They get really scared when it comes time to talk in front of a camera or in front of people. It terrifies them. It's really hard for them to deal with it. And so that's millions and millions of people out here, folks. And I'm pretty sure that you're watching this right now. There's some of you guys out there that know what I'm talking about. That feeling, that fear that just grips you deep down inside. And many of us have family and friends that are the same way. You might hear them say stuff like, well, I'm just introverted, or I'm just naturally shy, or I'm just a homebody, or, I'm just naturally quiet. That's just how I am. Let me tell you something. Don't ignore their silent cry for help, guys. They probably have glossophobia. It's not easy dealing with this. Millions of people are dealing with it. And see, we got to do something about this, man. People need support for this. And I know what it's like. As a matter of fact, when I was a kid, when I first realized I had glossophobia bad, I was in the 6th grade. And I finally got my first girlfriend, in the 6th grade, man. And prettiest little girl in the school, too. And for some reason, I just couldn't talk to her. It was just that fear. It was just, And she was always around all her friends. And so one day at recess, she was around all of her friends, and she decided that she was going to walk up to me with all of her friends behind her. And she came up to me. She was like, Malcolm. I said, yeah. She said, why are you not talking to me? So at this point, I kind of froze up. I was like, oh, God. Everybody's looking at me. All my friends, her friends. It's like a crowd of people around. So I said to her, I was like, I don't know what to say. And her reply to me was, well, maybe you're not ready for a relationship. And she walked off. Dumped my ass on the spot. One of the most embarrassing experiences I've ever dealt with. And it was then when I knew, boy, you got glossophobia, boy. And it's something I had to deal with. Terrified. So, that's just a story that let me know, like, hey, man, when it comes to crowds of people or groups, it used to be terrifying. I've missed out on different career advancements, because I was just kind of afraid to go hang out with coworkers and colleagues, and you know, my bosses might be there, and I'd have this fear that I'd get put on the spot and have to talk about something that I wasn't quite sure about, you know, just that fear, man. You know, at my lowest point, you know, I'd even make up lies, reasons why I couldn't go places and be around people, you know. Or if I was already at an event or like around in a public space, I'd ask where the nearest restroom is, you know, just so I could go somewhere and sit my ass down and just be alone for a little while so I can gather my thoughts. It was glossophobia. Straight up glossophobia. So, guys, it's a very serious situation. And we need to figure out a way to try to fight this fear. Now, I think I have a solution to glossophobia. It's called Toastmasters. Now, a lot of you guys may have already heard of Toastmasters. If you have not heard of it, it's basically a community of people that all want to become better public speakers. And so they teach you and they train you about how to become a public speaker and how to get over your fears. And here's something I realized. Without Toastmasters, this whole community of people with glossophobia, if there was no Toastmasters, these people would have no hope. There would be no hope for glossophobic people. People that are so frightened and afraid of speaking in public. Because what other better training are you going to get outside of something like Toastmasters? The good thing about Toastmasters, a lot of people there are encouraging you. They want you to get better. It's okay. You know, they want you to practice and stuff like that. You know, another good thing is YouTube. Get on YouTube right quick. Talk about things on YouTube. Talk to the camera. It's a little nervous. You feel it in here for a little while, but at first you feel it. But then you start getting better. Because what everybody in Toastmasters knows, and I've been in Toastmasters for about 8 months now, what we realize is that the more you do this, the better you're going to get. And that was the thing that helped me out. You know what I mean? Because people with glossophobia, you have to understand this, guys. You have to accept powerlessness to glossophobia. It's deep down inside. There's nothing you can do about it. But what you end up doing is speaking, being in front of people, despite that fear. Despite how you feel. And what happens is it begins to decrease. It decreases over time. And you become a better public speaker. You don't have as much fear and anxiety around people. And here's the thing. Once you conquer that fear, your whole life is going to change. Everything changes. And it happens like that. You know, once it clicks, like, oh, wait a minute, I'm not really that afraid anymore. I'm still kind of nervous, but I'm not afraid. I'm not deathly afraid to where I am stricken with fear. You know, that starts to kind of wash away a little bit. And then you become more confident. Your whole life changes around you. So, guys, I just want to say hang in there. I know how you feel. If you're terrified of being in front of people, in front of crowds, you just got that nervous tension, that anxiety, find your nearest Toastmasters. Go ahead and join. Don't be afraid. You know, because at the end of the day, guys, we got to get better. The whole goal is to get better, to grow, you know? So I'm about to go to work real quick so I can earn a living. You know what I'm saying? I want you guys to take care of yourself, take care of each other. And you're going to be a great speaker. You're going to be a great speaker. I want you to say this with me. I'm a great speaker. I'm a great speaker. I know that was a little over the top. But you guys take care of yourselves. This is Malcolm. Malcolm Talks. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, please. Okay? I put out a video like every other day. Peace out. I'm going to holler at you guys. Take care.